Muhammad Fitri Mansor as a senior lecturer from University Malaysia Perlis. And for the topic today is human resource management. Yeah. And for today's session is being live streamed on the Universitas Tekom YouTube channel. And now I will read our agenda this afternoon. First, we will start class presentation delivered by Dr. Muhammad Fitri Mansur and continue with the Q&A session. In the next session, we have time for documentation unless time is closing. Okay, let's begin. We will start class presentation delivered by Dr. Fitri. The time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Novita. Alright, okay, terima kasih banyak-banyak, Novita. Alright, okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to everyone. Salam sejahtera, selamat tengah hari kepada semua. Okay, my name is Muhammad Fitri Mansor. Okay, I specialize in human resource management. Okay, my first degree in human resource management from Coventry University, United Kingdom, and then my master's in management in Northern University, Malaysia. Okay, not University Utara Malaysia, and I pursue my PhD in University Science Malaysia in human resource management as well. All right, okay. So I have about 10 years working in private or industry companies, which is more on tire manufacturing in the human resource management, human resource departments. And then also now I'm in university teaching since about 14 years, 14 years in teaching human resource management. And my area of expert is human resource management, international human resource management, leadership, organizational behavior management, and also entrepreneurship. All right. Okay. So this is my brief backgrounds about myself. Okay. Today we're going to discuss about, we're going to share, which is not the lecture solely. Yeah, you can interrupt, you can ask the question, you can give some opinions in between here if you would like to. So we try to make it our session like santai. Okay, it is not like having an examination or formal lectures that you are attending before students. So be enjoy, no problem, relax, cool, okay? And we're going to listen to this our topic today. All right, I will share the slide, and the topic for the today is the International Human Resource Consultations and Mentoring at Workplace. Okay, I share the slide here. Can students see the PowerPoint slides?
Yes, sir.
Sure, get all right, okay, so okay, right. Okay, right. You know. Okay, right. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So, okay. The topic for our discussion today or sharing knowledge today, we're going to talk about an international human resource consultation and mentoring at workplace. This is more focused whereby, let's say, students, you are intend to work, yeah, in overseas, for example, to become expatriate. For example, like I mentioned here, I don't know the student here, like let's say it's Sharina Helena would like to become an expatriate in USA, to become a HR manager or project manager in USA. So we call Sharina is a expatriate. Okay, so we're going to discuss after this. So this is more on international human resource management. This is very important topic that at least prepare you to give you a insight, a knowledge about where you are going to apply for any multinational company to become expatriate in the future. All right, okay, so okay. All right, so okay, this is the topic that we're going to discuss today. We're going to focus on international human resource management versus human resource management. What the difference between IHRM and also human resource management, and why international consultation importance for the expatriate. Yeah, expatriate, which is the people who are having an international assignment of work in other countries. Okay, and then we're going to discuss after this, and we're going to discuss about the mentoring program at workplace. It is also important because why? When you go there, you need to have a mentor to guide you, yeah, to expedite your work and your project. And why expatriate failure? Well, why expatriate fail in the international assignments? And after that, we're going to discuss what are the strategy, yeah, expatriate can do in order to determine, in order to ensure their success in the international assignment. And we're going to look at what are the expectations to the graduate by the MNC, multinational company. Yeah, so they have actually not only MNC, many company, all the company having an expectation towards their applicants or toward the potential candidate to join in the organization. And we also going to discuss what are the top 14 best company to work for in Indonesia. And finally, we're going to have a conclusion and question and answer session. All right, so okay, okay, how many students you're having intention to be an expatriate in the future? I think yes, I guess there are many students, yeah, there are many students trying to what we call trying to having the intentions, yeah, having the intentions to work in other country in the future to become an expatriate. Yeah. So basically, okay, so this is very important for the student or for any candidate who would like to become an expatriate in the future. Okay, and then what are the difference between international human resource between human resource management and international human resource management? Yeah. Okay, the first one. Okay, when we talk about the IHRM, International Human Resource, is referring to what? It's referring to management of employee in 3 nations, yeah, 3 countries, which is involve parent country, yeah, involve parent country, and also involve the host country and the third country. So this is the international human resource, which is you need to manage 3 different country of the expatriate. And the next one, IHRM also involve the management expatriate because why they are transferred from one corporation's headquarters to a country where the corporation have a subsidiary. Yeah, so this is of course, yeah, when you are involved the expatriate, they are come from 3 different countries, which is parent countries, whole countries, and third countries that we're going to discuss after this. And also you need to manage the HQ and also the subsidiary, which is of branches. And another one, when we talk about the expatriate, is referring to the professional work temporarily, normally the long-term assignments, which is 3 to 5 years in a foreign country. So this is the expatriate. Okay, so I need to adjust this one. And normally here we use the Google Meet here. Yeah, okay, right. Okay, so quite news for me, yeah, to use this one. It's very seldom to use this Zoom. Okay. All right. Okay. So the next one, we refer to the human resource management. When we talk about the human resource management, they more on focus based on the local contact. The HR activity involved in the local contact. and then the management of the local employees within a single country. Yeah, for example, for example, Wawan Arwani, for example, Wawan Arwani, or Dr. Wawan Arwani or lecturer staff, okay, so if they are focusing, if they become HR practitioner in the context of the locals, is a local contact that is referring to the what we call is referring to the human resource management. Human resource management. But if you are focusing on expatriate, different country, different branches, different headquarters, is referring to the international human resource management. Okay. All right. So okay. So, and then another ones. Okay, when we talk about here, when we talk about IHRM, there are involved three types that I mentioned just now, and please start in the multinational companies. So the first one is referring to the parent country national. What means by parent country national? It's very easy to remember. It's referring to the headquarters. It's parents. It's referring to the headquarters. Okay, and then employee working in a country which is not the country where his origin is based. So here means that you work in HQ. And then the second type of the type employee in MNC is a host country national, HNC. Host country national is referring to the branch, to a subsidiary of the parent country is located. Normally, these expatriate or employees are the citizens of the country in which the foreign subsidiary is located. Okay, so this is the host country. And when we talk about the third country, the third country is about the expatriate other than headquarters and other than subsidiary or branches. So there is a third country national. Employee who is the native of the country other than HQ and subsidiaries. So this is the third country national. Okay. All right. So okay. Okay. Another ones. Okay. The next one. All right. So this is the expatriate consultations. So now we look at in terms of the international expatriate consultations. All right. So okay. Okay. International expatriate consultation here is when we talk about the consultation, it means that the structured advisory sessions, provided to expatriate and their family before, during, and after an international assignment. So, especially when the expatriate will involve in the long-term project, long-term international assignment, which is more than about 3 to 5 years. Normally, the expatriate will bring their family as well. So they will be family as well. So this one, that's why we need sometime consultations, to the expatriate and the family before departure, during departure, and after the departure. So this is very important to ensure that the expatriate consultation, to make sure that the expatriate and also their family can adapt with the culture and the expatriate can work very smooth. So this is very important, whereby the consultations are important to the expatriate and to the family. And then what is the purpose of the expatriate consultation, international expatriate consultation? Because why? The purpose is we want to review the international assignment terms and conditions to ensure that compliance and readiness across the key areas such as tax, immigrations, and visa arrangement, social security. If anything happens, who going to responsible? Who going to bear the cost? Is it the company or is it the insurance, so on? And about the compensation and policies and the practical relocations issues. So this is need the expatriate consultation in order to make sure that everything are clear. So this is very important. Jadi kita tidak mahu jadi macam dengan scammer ataupun jadi kaldai kaldai dadah yang memana ada orang diperdagangkan secara tidak sepatutnya So that's why when you become an expatriate, you need to check all these things. So this is very important for you to accept any international assignment in the future. All right, okay. And then consultation is crucial for expatriate at 3 stages. This is there are 3 stages whereby we need to ensure that our consultations can help us during assistance before arrival, of course. Especially when you are first time going to work in Singapore, first time going to work in US, first time going to work in Japan, and so on. So you need to make sure that you have a consultation assistance before arrival. We need to check the visa, the school or the educations of your kids or daughter, sons or whatsoever, and then you need to check whatever the terms and conditions are. So you need to very clear before arrival. And then another one, the consultation is also crucial on arrival. On arrival of for who going to pick up you and who going to guide you, where is these governments that you need to deal with, the government agency you need to deal with, and then what about the educations of the institutions for your children and so on, where is the hospital and so on. So this is very important of the consultation. And another one is assistance during the stay. Normally it takes about some of the expatriate is very fast, one can take about 1 or 2 months. They can adapt already, you will know the surrounding area there, and some of the expatriates take very long time. So if they take very long time, it will interrupt their job. Okay, it will interrupt the job. So that's why the consultations is very important for the expatriate, especially before arrival, on arrival, and during the stay. All right, okay. Another one, why expatriate consultation crucial during those stages? Why? So we need to understand that before arrival, we want to ensure the comprehensive assistance that starts long before the departure of the expatriate and their family. This one, especially when you bring your family, which involve the long-term international assignment within 3 to 5 years and above. All right, so that's why this is very important before the arrival, whereby the consultation going to help you in order to ensure comprehensive assistance, and before the departure of the expatriate and the family. Okay, and then on arrival, the consultation is important to help you to ensure a comprehensive guidance on the local area, accommodation and school for your children or anything, when you on arrivals, Okay, so sometimes we need to look at the branches there, and then the subsidiary there. So this one we need to somebody who will consult us, because it's a new for us, especially we need to know them as fast as possible. Because why? It will expedite, it will help, it will enhance your work, your project to be implemented successfully. Another one is the during stay, the consultation is crucial, whereby it can ensure comprehensive support throughout the expatriate and the family stay in the new destination, taking care of all necessary arrangement and efficiently resolving any day-to-day issue arrive. So even though during the stay also for the first or 2 months, of course, as a newcomers, a new expatriate, new manager, new officer required assistance or consultation from people who are very well versed about the surrounding, about the working environments there and so on, in order to facilitate you to do a job. So this is very important on that. Okay, another one. Okay. Okay, we look at to the expatriate. The second element of the topic is whereby we're going to discuss on mentoring. Does expatriate mentoring matters to the MNC? Of course, yeah. Why? Yeah. Why? Yeah. This is very important whereby we need to ensure that we have some sort like successor or mentor to guide us during to perform the international assignments. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is a mentoring program at workplace. Okay. What means by the mentoring program is as a formal program, yeah, a formal program matches international assignee or international or expatriate, yeah, pre-departure until repatriation. Repatriation means that upon completions of the expatriate for their international assignment. Ya. Jadi mentoring ini adalah penting ya untuk kita perlu ada mentor di sana supaya kita boleh orang kata memberi panduan, dijadikan sebagai satu role model. Normally the mentor normally is a people who are high position, having a very good track record in order to help you to become your success in your international assignments. So it's a formal program, matches international assignee during the pre-departure until repatriation. It means that repatriation, it means that upon completion of the international assignment by the expatriate. Okay, and then normally the expatriate attached or guided by the trained mentor, often experienced former expatriate or host country national. So the mentor normally, who are very well-versed, very have a wide range of the experience, very vast experience, in order to help you like a junior or a junior expatriate working in that particular country, in that particular MNC. So that's why this is when you have a very good mentor, it will help you, it will give you a very smooth, the management of your project in that particular country. Another one's to accelerate culture adjustment and performance, enable knowledge transfer and work in the host location. So by having a mentoring program also will expedite, will assist the expatriate to become a very smooth cultural adjustment. And also the performance of the expatriate. Because why? The mentor role will help you, will advise you what are the important things you need to do during your stay in that particular country. Yeah. And then as another one, they're having a sharing experience, share the knowledge, between the mentor and the expatriate. So it will enhance the knowledge transfer and network in the host location. Right. Another one's, mentor program also to improve expatriate retentions and repatriation outcome. So when the mentor play the important role to the expatriate, the expatriate will feel loyal to the company, as will reduce the failure rate in the international assignment, and also we create a very good quality repatriation outcome. So we want to make sure that when the expatriate complete the international assignment, we hope that that particular expatriate will stay along, stay again loyal or engaged to the same company. Because why? We don't want, upon the finish of the international project, so they will go to the others company. Kita kena ingat bahawa expatriate ni adalah golongan profesional yang mempunyai, kita katakan bahawa quality skill knowledge yang tinggi. Jadi that's why we need to make sure they are retained with us, and then they are loyal to us, and in a new project also they can involve. So that's why we need to have the consultation and mentoring program in the in the international human resource management. All right, so okay. Why mentoring at workplace crucial? Yeah, why mentoring at workplace crucial? Yeah. So okay, so it is very important, yeah, why we need to have a expatriate mentoring program. Yeah. So basically, yeah, the first one, we need to assist and facilitate the international assignment during expatriation and repatriations of the expatriate. So when you have the mentoring programs to your staff or to your expatriate, it will assist the expatriate adjustment in that particular MNC. Yeah, where during the expatriate and during the repatriation. So this is this is why, yeah, the expatriate mentoring is very important. Yeah. And then another one, yeah, is provide a latest update about information's home country. So even though you are work in other country or in any subsidiary or any other third country, you need to also to update yourself about the latest, yeah, information in your home country or parent country, which is HQ. Because later sooner, after you complete in that international assignment in that particular country, of course you go back to your HQ. Okay, so that's why you need to having a latest update. What are the new policies changes, yeah, need to be take place, and what are new procedure, what are new projects in the parent country or home country. So what are the new management's positions or new compositions, yeah. So we need to understand this one. We need to having a latest information about our parent country or home country or our HQ. At least, ya, kita tidak ketinggalan. Even though we are in charge in that particular subsidiary or branches, but then we also need to know what's going on, what's happening in our HQ. At least we have the latest update on that. Another one, by having an expatriate mentoring, assist expatriate adjustment to adapt with the new environments and at the workplace. Yeah. So this is very important. Yeah. Because why? When you are first time, yeah, you are newcomers. Yeah. Go to that particular country. Yeah. So you need to adjust as fast as possible to the new environment. If you are delayed, if it takes a long time to adjust with the environment, new environments there, so it will take a long time for you to complete the project. Yeah, that's why we need to adjust as soon as possible within 1 to 3 months. Yeah, everything settle about all the small new environments here, and then you'll be able to perform very well. Yeah. So with the ones there, if you are failed to adjust with the new environment, it will disturb. It will become obstacle for you to run the project successfully. Yeah. So this is very important on that. Yeah. Another one, we want to reduce expatriate failure and premature repatriation. Okay, for example, some of the international assignment required, yeah, a very knowledgeable, a very pressure, and so you need to make sure that when you have the mentoring program, so at least can guide you, can help you, can assist you, so you can reduce, yeah, the failure rate, yeah, and the premature repatriation. Yeah, what means by premature repatriation? It means that the expatriate returning to home, yeah, before the international assignment completion. Maksud dia balik sebelum menyelesaikan project. Yeah, so this is the premature repatriation. For example, the project need to take about 3 years. Yeah, okay. In order to complete the project, but then only half 1 year then the expatriate returns to home, yeah, because unable to cope with the new environment, yeah, new working environments there. So that's why when you have having the mentoring program, at least you can reduce the failure rate and premature repatriation, because it's very costly. When you sense, especially your expatriate and involve the family, so it is very cost to the company. So that's why you have to make sure that every expatriate management must be well managed by the HR practitioners. And another ones, yeah, we maintain, yeah, by having the expatriate mentoring, we can maintain expatriate loyal to the company and contribute long even upon repatriation. This is that we want. Because why? Yeah, when you have a good mentoring, you guide them, then you give them, you sharing very good experience, they gain a very good experience in that particular IA international assignment. So at least they have a very vast experience, and this particular expatriate, it become assets of value to our company. So that's why when we have the mentoring program here, we want them to loyal, to maintain, to stay with the company, yeah, to take care or to assign a new international assignment, yeah, even though upon repatriation, even though after the completion of the international assignment in that particular country. Okay, so that's why ya, kita perlukan ya, pastikan mereka ini adalah lawyer dan bersama dengan kita terus supaya mereka ini menjadi aset kepada kita untuk mengambil alih mana-mana projek di mana-mana country. So that's why ya, expatriate mentor program is very important or crucial ya in the MNC, multinational companies. Okay, alright. Okay, this is very big issue. Okay, it's very big issue faced by the MMC. Why expatriate failure in the international assignments? Yeah, why the expatriate failure in the international assignments? Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyone? Can you put in the chat box? Anyone's why expatriate failure in the international assignment? Class, can you put in the chat box? Why expatriate, yeah, fail in the international assignment? Anyone? Just try. Salah betul, tidak ada masalah. Anyone class? Ada tak? Can you hear me? Boleh dengar tak Novita? Novi? Boleh dengar tak?
Yeah, sure.
Anyone want to try? Why expatriate fail in their international assignment? Class, try. Okay. Okay. After this, you can share in the chat box. Yeah. Okay. So okay, so it is a data, yeah, it's a data whereby 70% of the expatriate fail in the international assignment, and in the developed country is about 20 to 40% of the failure rate. Yeah, so this is whereby there are some of the weaknesses into the expatriate management. So we're going to discuss after this what are the reason behind that. And then this based on the Babin's 2016, and then 40%. Yeah, failure rate for international assignment is a long-standing estimate reported across multiple decades. Yeah, so in average, yeah, most of the reporting say that 40% of the failure rate are in the international assignment. Can you understand? Can you imagine? Yeah, 100 kita hantar expatriate untuk pergi buat untuk menguruskan projek di luar negara, ya, 40 orang gagal. Cuba anda bayangkan, students, can you imagine ya? Bayangkan ya, berapa kos yang perlu ditanggung oleh MNC. So yeah, this is very important one, yeah. And then another one, a fully loaded expatriate management package, including their benefit, their compensation, their salary, and so on. Cost of living adjustments cost anywhere from 300,000 to 1 million annually. yeah, 1 million annually. So this is the whereby the cost, yeah, for the expatriate, yeah, for the company to invest to the expatriate when they ask, yeah, the expatriate to handle a certain project, yeah, in the international assignments. Yeah, so this is very costly. That's why we need to make sure that, yeah, we need to manage the expatriate, yeah, as good as possible. And they must be starting from the recruitments first, selection first must be correct, must be tailored with our the job nature of the expatriate. Okay. Why expatriate failure in international assignment? Anyone's I wait for in the chat. Anyone's want to try? Okay. All right. So, okay. So, okay. The first thing, yeah, why expatriate failure in the international assignment? Because the poor quality of the performance in foreign assignment. Yeah, the quality of the performance, maybe the expatriate or the candidate they were selected from the beginning is not suitable with the nature of the job. Maybe we just focus on the technical competence rather than the soft skill and so on. Yeah. So that's why, yeah, when you are having a poor quality performance in the foreign assignment, of course, it leads to the expatriate failure in the international assignment. Yeah. For example, we need to manage the international assignment as good as possible because it involves a lot of money. It will involve a lot of the parties, the local government in that particular country, in our HQ, yeah, and our customer and shareholders, so on. So when you have a poor quality of performance in the foreign assignment, it leads to the expatriate failure. So this is the consequences where you are failed in your international assignment. Yeah. And then another one, yeah, lack of adjustment to the local culture and condition. Okay, is you take very long time of period in order to adapt with the new culture, with new environments there. Yeah, so actually you need to take about 1 or 2 months sufficient. And then you cannot only don't be like the small or adjustment to the new environment disturb you to run very fast, to run your performance very good, superior. Yeah. So this is the thing we need. That's why if you are lack of the adjustment to the local culture and condition, yeah, it leads to your fail in your international assignments. Okay, another one, expatriate not fully utilized during assignment. Yeah, expatriate not fully utilized during assignment, it means that they're not focusing, yeah, to the into the project given to them. They go and traveling, yeah, they pergi tidak fokus pada kerja, nak pergi berjalan, okay pergi berjalan, tetapi tidak fokus pada kerja yang menyebabkan delay into a project. And when delay a project, of course, it will take more, what we call, we take more cost to the company, yeah, and then you not grab this opportunity because among the rest of the potential candidate apply for that AI, you are the people who are selected by the company. Unfortunately, if you're not fully utilized to the assignment, it leads you to a fail in the international assignment. So that's why, yeah, kita selalu macam saya masuk dalam interview sessions, we really expected people who are very serious. Because why? Masa interview kita dah tanya betul-betul supaya candidate ready dengan project yang kita akan berikan, ya. Alright. So that's why, when you look at in terms of their CV, you need to very detail on that. You need to look and evaluate carefully, especially in terms of their experience. In order what? Itu untuk nak mengelakkan supaya expatriate gagal di dalam tugasan antarabangsa, ya, apabila kita hantar ke sesuatu projek di luar negara. Another ones, the cause of the expatriate failure, expatriate inability to cope with the larger responsibility of overseas work. So you need to make sure that you have a sufficient knowledge, sufficient skill yeah, in order to cope, in order to manage your international assignment. Even the you as engineer, yeah, you need to handle a project in terms of set up a new branches in that particular country. So you are expatriate, you need to know about your the managements, yeah. You need to know about the finance as well. You need to know about the human resource a little bit. Who going to recruit? Is it you want to take people from the parent country, or is it you want to take from the subsidiary, or is it you want to take a third country national? So you need to make sure that you are very well versed, very knowledgeable in order to cope with the larger responsibility of the overseas work. Because if you are become an expatriate, you cannot expect you only focus into of engineering only. If you are assigned to that particular project, you also need to know how to deal with the people. You need to know how to come with the top management, even you as engineer. Yeah. So because why, you are the person very highly paid, very high position in that particular country on that particular project. So you need to become a well-versed. You need to be having a good ability to cope with the larger responsibility for the international assignment. Okay, right. Can you understand, class? Anyone? Can you put in the chat box? Can you understand? All right, it's okay. Okay, these are the key strategy. Okay, key strategy expertise assessed in a IA, in international assignments. Yeah. Okay, right. Okay, the key strategies expertise assessed. The first things that we need to know that the culture, you need to become a cultural flexibility. Yeah, a cultural flexibility. Okay, so it means that here, guys, here you need to be flexible. For example, even you come from Indonesia, even myself from Malaysia. So when we work in US, we need to become a little bit flexible or adjustment to the culture in that particular country. Yeah, as far as not against our norms of our value. Yeah, so we can adapt with that particular culture. So if you are flexible enough, yeah, to cope with a new working environment, to cope with new culture, to mix with the people who are surrounding, which is different or diverse from your parent country, yeah. So you need to become a culture flexibility, because we need to remember our employees diversity. Bila kita bekerja di suatu negara, pelbagai nationality, berbagai negara, different background, different religion, different education level, and so on. So we need a different value and so on. So we need to be flexible in terms of the culture. Another one, yeah, we need to become a practice collaborations, collaborative negotiation style. Yeah. So when you are involved in international assignments, yeah, when you are involved in international assignment, you need to collaborate with them, not to become they are a competitors or your enemy. Okay, so when you are become expatriate, okay, so collaborative negotiation style is very important. You call them, you invite them, collaborate with them in order to pursue a common mission, vision, and objective of organization. Yes, you let them to participate. Yeah, let them to give us some opinions. Yeah, so you are win their heart. You show to them they are importance, a part of the importance human resource in the organization. That's why you're seeking advice from them, you're seeking the information from them, and so on. Another one, broad-based sociability. What means by that? You need to establish a social ties, a social relationship with the local residents, yeah, from shopkeepers to the government official. Yeah, for example, I have experience, yeah, handling the expatriate from German, yeah, from Germany, yeah, whereby they are since our company JV joint venture with the Continental Sign Tire, which is producing the tires. So there are many expatriate engineers, yeah, from Hanover of German comes to the Malaysia, yeah, and then we are giving a culture training to them. We bring them to make a rapport with the government official, introduce them. This is our new CEO of the company. This is our what we call factory managers, yeah, and so on, yeah, GM in our. This is very important. Yeah? So you as a expatriate, you need to know, you need to establish a rapport, yeah, a network, yeah, with a local residents and also with the staff there, internal or external of your organization. Because some of the project you need to get involvements or you need to get approval, you need to get endorsed from a government official. So when you have this one, yeah, you become a good expatriate and success in your international assignment. What we call is a broad-based sociability. And then another one is the cross-culture training and language preparation. Yeah, cross-culture training and language preparation. So in order to make sure that you are success in the international assignment, you also need to attend, you need to report to the HQ. I need to go across culture training, especially when the country you are not familiar with. Yeah, you need to record to the top management. I'm sorry, I need before I departure to that particular country, please provide me and my families about the cross-cultural training. Of course, why your family need to involve? Of course, when your family have problems, of course, you cannot focus to your IA. Yeah, so that's why this leads to the premature departure, premature return to home. Yeah, so this is very important, and also the language preparation as well. For example, in my previous company, yeah, there are a few engineers or managers from German, from US, so on. Yeah, we call one of the lecturers, yeah, to talk about, to give a briefing or to have a training about the Malaysian culture or Malay culture, because the majority of the mission operator, the majority of the staff consists of various ethnic, especially the majority of them is a Malay. Yeah, so that's why we call people a very expert to talk, to give briefing, to give general idea, yeah, about the Malay culture or the Malaysian culture to that particular expatriate. Because why? We don't want to become a culture conflict. Yeah. So that's why if you are not respecting the culture in that particular local people, it's very difficult for you to get cooperation from them. Yeah, they will deny you, they will try to avoid from you to cooperate with you. That's why the collaborative negotiation style cannot be implemented if you are against or if you are contradict with that local culture. Okay. Okay, another one. I hope you clear class, yeah? Okay, this is strategy. The step, yeah? How we want to ensure that expatriate, yeah? Success in the international assignment. The first thing, yeah? You need to know when you join a certain MNC, especially on the Western country, yeah? They have the trade union. They have the union, the employees union. So you need to be careful on that, because when the company normally having a trade union, they have a strong voice of their employees representative. So you know what happened to the Lufthansa airline, whereby their staff go to the picket or go to the strike, and many of the passengers stranded at the airport. So that's why we need to be careful when we handle when expatriate especially handle in a new country which is having a trade union, employee trade union. Okay, so strategy step one, we need to get involved employees and the union involvement. Yeah, here we need to plan and communicate. Yeah, determine and communicate an organization MVO, stand for mission, vision, and objective, and the direction by seeking input from employees and the trade union. For example, we want to run a new project and we want to expand a new factory. So we get input from the trade union or from the organization, from the employees. So who is the best employees we need to recruit? Is it we have expertise in our local contact, or should we import from the HQ or from third country national or from subsidiary. So we need try to get the input first. It's but the decision, the financing is yours. So when you have a very good planning and communicate with them, you get involvement from them. So it will easy for you to run a certain new project in that particular country. And after that, you need to organize. You need to design and grouping the project assignment into a department work division unit. Yeah, here you need to involve the Indonesian and departmental manager to make sure that your job can be focused. Your job can be monitored closely by each unit in the organization. Okay, bila you ada certain orang person in charge, okay, di dalam department manager atau work unit, jadi mudah bagi kamu untuk monitor. Yeah, monitor closely. Yeah, what's going on and what the progress and so on. So you need to organize effectively and efficiently for you to monitor. And then other ones, you need to lead them. Leading, yeah? Getting all organization member involvement at all levels to work together toward achieving predetermined MVO, mission, vision, and objective. Here, you need to get involved the organizations, you need to involve the employees and trade unions, yeah? Get involved everybody's, yeah, in that very important project, especially when the project is very big, it's very involve a lot of money, dollar and cent, yeah. It stands to be what we call a risk, yeah. So we need to get involved everything. We need to lead them in order to make sure that everybody play the important role and contribute to the project, to the international assignments, yeah. So when you have the collaboration for everybody, so it's easy for you to manage the project. Another one, you need to control as well. Even though you are delegate you empower a certain job or duties to your to the departmental managers, to the trade unions, to the civilian, but you need to control. You need to control and monitor the project or international assignment progress within time frame and allocated resources. Yeah, so this one you need to determine because the company having a limited budget, the company have the time constraint, so we need to control to make sure that the project can be delivered, can be implemented during time frame and during within the allocated resources. So this is very important, yeah. So when this is the strategy one, you get involved with the employees, the trade union, yeah, and all the managers here in order to make sure that your project can be run, can be delivered successfully. So this is the strategy step one. This I'm preparing based on my experience handling expatriate in the MNC. Okay, another one is strategy step 2, recognition and reward project success. Yeah, recognition, yeah, and reward project success. Okay, also here you need to plan as well. You need to communicate, identify an appropriate and great achievement within organization, what the KPI achievement, and communicate throughout all organizational members. So this is organization, HR, executive managers play a very important role to recognize, to identify what are the great achievement, yeah, in the company. Yeah, what are KPI achievement in that particular company. Communicate throughout the organization members about the good news and so on. So at least it will motivate them. It will motivate them to contribute more, to sustain their contributions toward the important project in the organization that you need to manage as expatriate. Yeah. And then you need to organize the event or the monthly assembly to recognize and reward the employees or expatriate achievement. Here you get involved everybody in the organization to become you get involved employees, expatriate, trade union members, organizations here together, to give a good news, to make announcement, to announce about very positive or negative thing, to make sure that the information are delivered successfully to all parties in the organization. Yeah, as far as it's not not private and confidential. So this one, at least you know, at least your organization members know what we need to improve, why our IA failed, Why our IA international assignment cannot deliver on time? Why the over budget of our IA? Why our waste increase, so on. So we need to make sure that we communicate, we organize in that particular event. Yeah. And then we need to lead them as well, assist and guide the successor in handling the project. Yeah, that's why the executive mentor is very important here. Yeah, to guide you, to give you some suggestion, recommendations. Yeah, you need to ask, yeah, executive mentor, how we want to do this one. What are your opinion? Where is our weakness? What we should focus first within this time frame, and also we need to control. Yeah, monitor the performance and promote them if necessary to ensure expatriate engagement, loyal to the company, yeah, and then even upon repatriations, yeah, because they are valuable asset to the organization. So we need to control them, okay, every project, and then we need to what we call make sure that they are loyal in the company. They are stay as long they are stay until repatriation process. Repatriation means that upon completions of the IA. Okay, the next one. These are the MNC expectations to the graduates. Yeah, these are the MNC expectation to the graduates. Okay, anyone? So what are the, can you share with us? Can you share with me in the chat box? Okay. Other than this one, what are the expectations? Yeah, by the MNC to the graduate. Anyone try to chat? Try to give the inputs. Anyone's? What are the expectations normally? Anyone's? Okay, this is the MNC expectations, yeah, to the graduates, yeah. Okay, all right. So, for example, if you have intentions to maybe after your completion of your degree, you have intention to work in Japan, yeah, in Thailand, in Malaysia or in USA and so on, yeah. So you need to make sure you equip yourself, yeah, with a strong education background. Okay, MNC, multinational company, prefers strong academic, yeah, performance in field related to the project. Yeah, yes, correct, yeah. Okay, like mentioned here, yeah, MNC typically expect grade 2, high strong knowledge in their field, yeah, communication skill, yeah, and so on, yeah, correct, yeah, very good, yeah. Okay, you put your name down there, yeah, you can put your name down there, you can, yeah, this is, the IDs come from you, you can put down there. Okay, all right. So, when you have to make sure that you have a strong education background. Yeah, MNC prefer strong academic performance in field related to the project. So if I'm normally we are when I involved in the interview sessions in my company last time, yeah, we if you have a strong academic performance, it's a credit to you. You have a value added. But at the same time, to me, I'm also looking at the technical skill and soft skill as well. Yeah, the company also looking to the technical skill and soft skill as well. So we don't want the expatriate very good on paper, very good on the academic performance. Unfortunately, when it comes to the skills, technical skills, soft skills, is very poor. So it is very difficult for you to adapt with the new environment. That's why some of the graduates here are unable to cope with the new work environment and the project, because why? They are lacking in terms of that technical and soft skills. So even though if you have the strong record, it's a credit to you. And also we'll look at on that. So at least normally we look at people who are very first class or second class upper and so on. Yeah, we still consider that, but at the same time we're also looking your skill as well, your involvement and so on. Your involvement in the university to become a leader and so on. Yeah. All right. So okay, the second one we also the MNC also look at in terms of technical skill. For example, programming, for programming knowledge and data analysis to what are the technical skills that you have. You'll be able to use AutoCAD, yeah? You'll be able to use programming, able to program a certain project and so on. You will be able to run the CNC machine. You're able to run a fully automated machine and so on, semi-automated machine and so on. So this is we're looking into what technical skills. So that's why your degree backgrounds, yeah, will help the company to determine whether your technical skill is suit with our project or not. Okay, and then not only the technical skill, we also looking at the soft skill. What are the soft skill? Yes, strong communication. You need to convince your employees, especially you a foreigner, especially you expatriate. You're not from the origin of their local country, so you need to convince them. You need to have a strong communication. Yeah, communicate with top management there, with the lower management there, and so on. Yeah, so you have very good rapport. You have very strong teamwork spirit. You have very good problem solving and adaptability skills, so it will help you to enhance your soft skill and also can assist and make you success in your international assignment. And then I add here whereby your friends mentioned just now here we input get what? Yeah. They said that MNC typically expect graduate to have a strong knowledge in their field, yeah, communication skill, especially in English, be able to adapt quickly because we don't want, yeah, the expatriate take a long time in order to adapt with the culture. And then, yeah, be able to work in multicultural team. Yeah, of course, we call it a workforce diversity. Yeah, we need to adapt, we need to respect, we need to collaborate, not become an enemy or become competitors, and have strong work ethic and enthusiasm for learning. That is very important. Yeah. So here, that's why we here it seems like learning attitude. Okay, very good, very good. Yeah. So another ones that require normally the graduate the MNC expectation to the graduates here about the learning attitude. Graduate demonstrate a willingness to learn and grow and proactive about their professional development. So here we understand that some of the graduate, yeah, of course, they lack in terms of the experience. However, it is okay. It is okay for the company to consider you as become an expatriate. But you have to have a positive learning attitude. It means that you're willing to learn a new thing, you're willing to take a new challenges, yeah, a new project, yeah, you have what we call enthusiasms to learn a new things. You have a very strong foundation, even though your experience is lacking. So when you have the learning attitude, of course, the MNC like to you have potential, yeah, for the MNC to take you as a expatriate. Even though your experience, you have only 1 or 2 years experience, or you don't have the experience, yeah. So if you have the learning attitude, you're very proactive, yeah, you work independently with the meaning supervision, you try to ask the surrounding how to go about that. And when you have this kind of the learning positive attitude, so it's good for you, for the company to take you as the expatriate for that particular international assignment. And then another one, yeah, problem solving ability. Yeah, problem solving ability. Here, the graduate have ability to think critically, bold to take a challenge, bold to take a risk, yeah, and then in the dynamic work environments. You have to remember that class, yeah. Sometimes the work environments that you expect is a diverse, it's a contradict. You cannot expect the work environments very nice, very cool, and so on. When you go there, the working environments, yeah, it fluctuate, yeah, because some of the government interference, political interference, and then in terms of different policy, new rules and regulation introduced by the government, so on. So you need to expect some of the volatility or changes, yeah, in the working environment. So you need to have a problem-solving ability. Okay, so here, when you have a good problem solvability, you'll be able to manage some of the minor problem. You have the ability to have a strong, strong ability to solve the problem, major one. So it is, it is good for you. Yeah. So sometimes, of course, when you have good idea, not only you yourself to handle the problem, but then you get involvements, collaborations from your strength in the department in that particular country together to solve the problem. So you are very good problem solving technique or ability. Yeah, so your person expert to take in charge, but then get input, get involvement, together solve the problem. And it is we're looking on that particular ability of the expertise to handle the problem in the MNC. So these are the things, these are the some of the important expectations, to the graduate when they wants to join with the MNC or to become expatriate for their international assignment. All right, so Kim. All right, Kim. All right, so okay, these are the top 14 best companies to work for Indonesian in 2023. Okay, so all right, okay. So can you share with me? Okay, anyone? We try to interact. Yeah. Okay. The first question: what are the biggest company to work for in Indonesia? Anyone? Please put in chat box. Now you have a lot of access. Now you can try. Yeah. What are the best? What is the biggest company to work for in Indonesia? Anyone? Please put in the chat box. Come on. Come on, STEKOM class. 56 students. Come on. Muhammad Ulil Absar. Gojek. Very good. Okay. Yes. Very good. Shopee. Okay, bagus. Muhammad Ulil. Google. Okay, lagi ke Indonesia ya. In the context of Indonesia ya. Alright, lagi. Yang lain. Bagus Gojek lagi. Yang lain. Okay, what are the biggest company to work for in Indonesia? What about the banking sector? Which one the biggest one? Banking sector, come on. Mana lagi? BCA. BCA stand for, okay, Grabs, yeah. Okay, Oppo of F9. Very good, yeah, very good. Sales, okay. Lagi in banking sector? Which the biggest company? Okay, Mandiri. Mandiri, what's the company is that? Mandiri. What the company is that? Yeah, Telkom Communications. Yeah, Mandiri. Anyone? Okay, bank sector. All right. Okay, all right. Okay, what about Maybank? Maybank, do you have the Maybank there? Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, so this is okay. Yes, we are okay. Right, good. And then okay, Noreen's okay, Telkom. Okay, and then telecommunication we touched already. Finance. Okay, and then okay, transportation, Grab. Okay, all right. So what about manufacturing? The biggest company to work in the manufacturing. Come on, manufacturing. Anyone? Thank you, Noraini. Yeah, thank you, Abdullah. Okay, yeah, all right. What about the manufacturing? Okay, is retail. Come on, anyone to try? Manufacturing company in Indonesia. Come on, anyone's? Try to find Naya. Okay, all right. Okay, the second question. Which company offer the best work-life balance in Indonesia? You know what means by work-life? So it means that the company is also consider their family time. So normally the company don't disturb during the weekend of their expatriate or their staff. Yeah, unless it's a very urgent one. Okay. Anyone? Do you know? Anyone? Come on, give input in the chat box. Come on. Come on. STEKOM class. 56 students. Come on. Yamaha Motorcycle Company. Okay. You please check, yeah. Okay, means that when which company offer the best work-life balance, it means that the company consider the family time of their staff, of the expatriate. Yeah, they respect, don't ask like my friends, yeah, work in Bahrain, yeah. And then it's very rare or very seldom, and sometimes it is not allowed the students or the to message the dean during the work during the after working hours or during weekend unless it is urgent. Yeah. So and then for example, in my friend in Bahrain during fasting month, yeah, 2:30 they can going back already. For prepare for the fasting month. Okay, Nuri, I need. Okay, very good. Okay, and this is in Bahrain lah, yeah, in Bahrain, yeah. All right. And then what are the highest paying company in Indonesia, in your opinion? Come on. Anyone try? Come on. What are the highest paying company in Indonesia? Come on. Anyone? 56 students, STEKOM. Anyone? Come on. Ada lagi? Abdullah, ada lagi? Okay. Astra International. Okay, Astra International. Can you check? Who is this one? Who is this one? Astra International. How much for the fresh graduate? How much they pay? Rupiah. Yeah. How much they pay for the new expatriate or for the fresh graduate to join the Astra International? Astra International company. What the company is that? They are Astra International. What the product they produce? Okay, all right. Yes, SM Sempurna. Okay, right. Understand? Okay. Okay. Bentol PT. All right, good. I did. Okay. And then which is the best company in Indonesia? The best company in Indonesia. Just now, best work-life balance, higher pay, best company. Come on. International office, yeah, very good stuff. Thank you for your cooperations. Thank you for your involvement. Come on, the best company in Indonesia. Come on, is it STEKOM University? Come on, yes, please. Anyone? Come on, 56 students. Come on, we're the best company in Indonesia. Gudang Garam, yeah. Rokok ya, rokok Gudang Garam yang famous ya. Yeah, HM Sempurna Family Indonesia for the best company because the office can treat the employee as well. Okay, all right. Garuda Indonesia, yes, align, yeah. Okay, all right. HM Sempurna ni, bapak dia focus on what? This company focus on what? Bapak International Office. All right, okay. A secret, yeah. Okay, very good. Okay, gudang garam sebab saya bukan smoker ya. Okay, bagus, right, good. Okay. Alright, okay, the last question. What are the top industry in Indonesia? Top three. Top industry. This is industry ya. Top industry. Yang ramai orang suka kerja di sana. Yang bagus dia punya bayarannya. Come on, the top industries. Anyone? Come on. Lagi? Mana dia ni? 56 STEKOM student. Come on. Okay. Alright. Okay. What the top industry? Come on, name it. Just name it. No problem. So at least because why do we do these activities, yeah, to ensure that you have the knowledge, yeah. DPR. DPR stand for what? What the company is that? DPR, International Office. DPRs. What the company is that? Okay, so this is the, yeah, at least when we have this kind of the activities, yeah, so at least you know, yeah, you have a plan. So these are the company that I need to join and to make sure that I put an aim in order to become expatriate or become staff in the future. Yeah, all right, it's okay. All right, so thank you very much to all your input, yeah. Given you are very good, Anda memang hebat, ya, Anda memang bagus. Okay. All right. So I also have the what we call the information here. Yeah. Okay. So what are the biggest company to work for Indonesia? Yeah. This is based on grabjobs.com. Yeah. Astra International, HF, Sempurna. Yeah. Unilever. Yeah. Unilever. Yeah. Okay. Unilever. And then lagi. And the second, which company offer the best work-life balance in Indonesia? Indofood. Yeah, Indofood, yeah. Alright, okay. Indofood dia buat Maggi ke? Anyone? Maggi kan sini, Indofood kan. Di Malaysia ada jual Indomie. Is it that one? Yeah. And then Pertamina and Bank Central Asia. Yeah. So this is the which company offer the best work-life balance in Indonesia. And then the best higher paying companies in Indonesia, Telkom Indonesia, Coca-Cola, yeah, Maybank Indonesia, Maersk Indonesia, Astra International. So this is the you can target this kind of the company. Yeah. And then which is the best company in Indonesia in the food? Yeah, Telkom Indonesia and Maybank Indonesia. Okay, so this is the best Indonesia, in the best company in Indonesia. Another ones, what are the top industry in Indonesia? Banking and finance industry, yeah. Industry, banking and finance, yeah, top, yeah. Food and manufacturing, oil productions, yeah, oil and gas. So these are the top industry in Indonesia. So this one I get it from the this video source, yeah. All right, okay. Boleh faham ke semua student STEKOM? Can you understand? You get something? Please, please say something in the chat box. You understand? You okay? Are you very clear? Yeah, thank you very much. All right. Okay, thank you. All right. All right, it's okay. Okay, we go to the conclusions, yeah, which is the final of our slide. Okay. Okay. What we can conclude based on our discussions or our consultation here, yeah. The first one, in globalized business environment, international human resource consultation, okay, and workplace mentoring program are critical tool for the MNC to grow, yeah, to grow and the employees development. Yeah, so actually when you have the consultation, human resource, international human resource consultation and also mentoring at the workplace, yeah. All right, okay. So it is very, what we call, very important for what? For the company to grow, in order to ensure, yeah, in order to ensure the employees development. Ya, sebab kita kena pastikan bahawa bukan hanya sekadar company saja boleh growth dan employees perlu dikembangkan, dibangunkan supaya dapat menguruskan projek yang telah ditetapkan dalam masa time frame yang ditetapkan oleh MNC. The second one, practicing effective HR consultations allow the MNC to improve cultural gaps, align global talent strategy, and ensure compliance with international labor standards. Yeah, so this is very important. Yeah, so we need to make sure that, especially we are HR practitioner, we need to ensure that, yeah, we are having an effective HR consultation in order to what? Our staff, our expatriate be able to cope with the cultural gap, yeah, this align, yeah, fulfill the global talent requirement strategy. We don't want halfway then go back to the HQ, cannot perform very well, involved in expatriate failure. Is all these very costly, yeah, and ensure compliance with the international labor standard. Yeah, so we need to make sure that we have to follow the international labor standard as well. Yeah, and then the third one, okay, in addition, yeah, structured mentoring programs foster cross-culture understanding, okay, skill development and employees engagement, especially in diverse and multinational team. So mentoring program also very important. The structured mentoring program also important for what? For our expatriate, for our staff, understanding the cross culture to make sure that they can adapt with the culture difference as fast as possible. Yeah, and then for the skill developments, yeah, And then for the employees engagement, let them to loyal to the company even though after repatriation, selepas dia habis international assignment pun dia masih lagi bersama dengan syarikat MNC yang sama, because dia are very valuable knowledge, dia pun ada experience, dia pun berjaya untuk menyelesaikan tugas antarabangsa, maka penting untuk mereka terus engage dengan company dan loyal to the company, especially mana kita nak bekerja di dalam diverse and multinational teams. And finally, integrating both international human resource consultation with the mentoring practice allow the MNC organization to enhance individual performance, build inclusive, adaptive, and future-ready expatriate. So we need to integrate with the consultation and mentoring practice effectively and efficiently. For what? To make sure that our company, our MNC, be able to enhance the organization performance and also our employees' performance. We don't want only you just focusing your practice, mentoring, your consultation in order to pursue one side, in order to focus on one side, which is only cover only the organization, but you ignore the employee performance. So they must be together, they must be parallel to make sure that when the organization perform very well, of course the employees also will perform very well. Where the employee perform very well, so of course the organization will perform very well. So this is very important, especially to build the inclusive, adaptive, and future-ready expatriate for the company. So this is very what we call the conclusion that we can make for this topic. All right. Okay, this is the references that I use, based on the 10 years working experience in HR department in MNC and the family business. All right, okay. All right, so I pass back to the Novita. So thank you very much for the listening. Okay. Okay. Novita, I pass you to back.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for your presentation. Yeah. And for our participant, if you have any question for the speaker, please add them to the chat or you can raise your hand. Yeah, we have some questions
Yeah.
here from participant already read in the Zoom chat.
Yeah, all right. So, okay, if you want to, even though you want to, you might, it's okay, you can, no problem. This is time for you to practice, communicate, sebelum you nak orang kata sebelum you nak join any MNC company, Anyone?
Yeah, maybe we can answer the question first here in the Zoom chat.
Yeah, anyone? Okay. Okay, Farid. Okay, all right. Okay, Kinan, Okay, can mentoring in multicultural workplace unintentionally reinforce stereotype rather than break them down? So basically, mentoring ni adalah penting supaya what we call to make sure that we are having a structured mentoring. We have a structured mentoring whereby we need to make sure that we're taking a correct people, a correct person to become your mentor. This is not a stereotype. It is very important for you, but then it depends on the expatriate to balance out. Whether you need to follow that kind of mentor, because especially that's why the company normally will make sure the mentor who have a very good track record, yang mana mereka ni telah proven berjaya di dalam international assignment. Tetapi apa yang penting adalah bergantung kepada expatriate itu untuk evaluate, untuk nilai sama ada perlu kita follow ataupun tidak. So everything, the decision is out in your hand. Saya harap menjawab kinanya. And then Paulina, do global HR practice genuinely empower employees, or do they mainly serve organization interests in productivity and control? Yeah. So when we talk about the global HR practice, yeah. So we need to make sure that we also need to implement the employees empowerment. Yeah, we need to also play, because can you imagine that, Paulina? Yeah, you as expatriate, you need to handle a project which is require a very big involvements, very big stuff. You need to involve with the engineer, you need to involve with the HR, you need to involve with the government, some government or agency to get approval a certain thing. So you need, sometimes you need to empower your employees, but in certain degree of the empowerments. Yeah. So it's very important. Yeah. And then this one, when you have some, because you cannot, I'm sure you expect, you also have you are also a human being. You have a limitation in order to handle all the things. That sometimes you must be strategized. You must be able to manage, empower a certain task and project. Yeah, within your control. All right, okay, anyone, if you want to give your opinions that you already, for example, you have worked in one of the MNC company, if you want to share, you can also share here. Yeah, we can read here. Yeah, yeah, if you have the, you want to need, yeah. Okay, is informal mentoring always beneficial, or can it sometimes limit creativity by reinforcing hierarchical thinking? So, all right, some of the expatriate, they are not preferring informal mentoring. The same time, expatriate have a choice in order to get mentoring from outside the company. Okay, kadang-kadang ni expatriate dia ada mentor, dia ada role or model dia. Yeah, so di sini it depends on the expatriate. As far as the expatriate, what we call as far as suit with the expatriate, they also can become office informal or formal. It depends. It depends. Tetapi normally the company normally HR normally will appoint a certain personnel, a certain mentor in order to guide you or in order to assess you. Yeah. But at the same time, you also can get a mentor outside from the organization, as far as we did the same. That is when I taught the leadership subject. Yeah. So the leader can also have a external mentor to help them in manage their organization. Yeah. So it depends. Sometimes, even though, yeah, it's not necessarily hierarchical thinking. For example, some of the staff or mission operator, they are, even though they are not very high education level, but in terms of experience wise, they are very good. So you can become them as a mentor in terms of certain area. Not all, yeah. Okay. So Farid, you boleh juga ambil Farid, ya, yang mentor di luar atau bukan formal, ataupun you ambil mentor yang di bawah, apa nama, bawah you punya supervision. Tetapi you lihatlah, sebagai contoh, mentor yang setengah pekerja you yang having a long working experience. Kalau ni kan dia cakap tu semua fakta, dia bagi fakta yang betul, dia bagi experience betul. Okay, bos dia kata kalau nak kita macam ni, cara nak tackle our staff, kita kena buat A, B, C, D, for example, Farid. Yeah, so basically it's not necessarily hierarchy. It is more on informal mentoring. Ya, informal. So it depends pada you sama ada nak ambil dalam atau luar. Selagi dia membantu dalam kerja you, you can use it. Boleh Farid menjawab ke soalan kamu, Farid? Okay. Lagi? Anyone want to share? Yeah, you can share. Yeah, you can share if you want to share. Okay. Lagi ada apa lagi? Yang nak share, yang pernah, siapa sini boleh raise hand? Siapa yang pernah bekerja di syarikat MNC? Yang ada experience? Siapa yang ada experience? Anyone? Siapa yang ada experience work in the MNC company? Ada tak? Go part time ke ni? Tak ada, ya? Alright, so thank you very much. Terima kasih banyak-banyak kepada semua yang sudi mendengar sharing session saya pada pagi ini, sampai tengah petang ini, ya, di Malaysia petang, ya. So diharapkan, ya, hopefully diharapkan dapatlah, ya, memberi sedikit input ataupun knowledge to the student for you to prepare to become expatriate in the future. Please remember that tidak ada satu kerja yang mudah ya di dalam dunia ini yang perlukan pengorbanan, yang perlukan you enhance your skill and knowledge, and bila you bekerja nanti di sesuatu MNC, you kena work independently, you kena be proactive, you kena banyak explore anything ya. Because why? Normally the MNC will pay you very high. You akan dapat very high payment and benefits ya. Jadi pengalaman itu adalah penting. Ya, pengalaman itu adalah penting. Tak kiralah pengalaman tu kita dapat daripada orang bawahan kita ataupun orang atasan kita ataupun sama level kita. Semua itu boleh memberi input untuk kita berjaya di dalam international assignment. Ya, itu saja daripada saya. So thank you very much. Okay, STEKOM students, you are very good involvement, very good participation, and we see you in the future. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and thank you very much.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for your presentation, Doctor. Yeah,
Yeah.
before I close this event, for our participant, please open your camera. I will take a picture on the count of three for documentation. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3.
Freestyle.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for
Okay, all
your
right.
time, sir, and have a
Okay,
nice
thank you very
day.
much. See you. Bye.